Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is...
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early... First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little... Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play that time for the Raiders. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Yeah. Hey, come on. Check, 47. Let's go, D.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And a completion to Wilson. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Wilson has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Second and 5. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once again, it's Jacobs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver still gets a point there? Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation.
Let's go! 15 runner, 15 runner. Here I come, here I come. You go tight. You got tight.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. His throw caught. What about the 5? And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
He's not going to get me. 36, 36. Shift. Hey. Check 4. Alert flare. Shoot up.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all to... And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they?
Ready up. 47 is the mic. Mike's 47. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play,
and he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Watch the shift.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Oakland, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. First carry now. This is Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jamal Williams. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 7. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them.
Watch the pass.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it with the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 31, come on.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up in an offset eye from back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Here we go. Push the outlaw. Hey, check 24.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running the toss here to Jacobs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Go, go. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first. On first down, it's Jacobs, able to power through. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The throw complete here to Williams. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown. first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Down under 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Raiders,
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. And
they'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll drop the throw. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time.
Come on, set. Drop. 6 yards. Here we go. Let's bring it.
They begin the drive with Williams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Brings us second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Let's get off the field.
They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
All day, baby. We coming all day. Come on now. Get this cut out.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go. All right. Time to end it. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't...
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch it slap. Watch it slap. Hey. Mike.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half.
Down. Okay, no more. Right there. Come here. Drop deep. Watch twist.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in that one.
And just like... On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tim Williams gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll run right here with Jacobs. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Let's go!
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Looking to throw. He's going to let this. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 41 yards. And the that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide.
Set, ready, and read.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man. It's Williams. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
We got this.
Complete to Tyrell Williams.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
48 mark, 48 mark. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll set up to throw. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run. Exactly right. His first carry of the game. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now back to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Now those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them off, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Here's Jacobs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jamal Williams, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle him.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's...
Let's go now.
On first down, Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can